0% interest for 5 years or $3,000 cash back to you. Wow, it doesn't get any better than this. Never before in the history of the car industry have deals on new cars been so good. You can save up to $8,500 in interest alone. We have the best selection, best prices, and best customer satisfaction area. And right now, every 2002 Buick in stock has 0% financing for 60 months or $3,000 cash back to you. It's a summer to remember at Tom Buick. So stop by and get your socks knocked off.
Tonight on NBC and TV 35.
Stand by.
228 employees at a Fort Shawnee manufacturing operation are keeping their fingers crossed until July 29th when they find out if their employer will continue to operate the plant it opened in 1997. Good evening, everyone.
Employees of Siemens BDO have been working 10-hour days, 7 days a week, making automotive air and fuel models. So Minnie Klaproth says the Siemens BDO board will make a decision on July 29th. County Commissioner Bob Cupp said today he was unaware of any possible change in status at Siemens BDO.
The tedious process of selecting a jury has begun in a local murder trial. Cleveland Jackson is charged with killing 2 young girls and wounding 6 other people at a Eureka Street home last January. After a morning interview session with the entire group of prospective jurors, the prosecution and defense began questioning individual pool members this afternoon. One topic that will not be raised is the recently completed trial of Jeremy Cunningham, who was convicted and sentenced to death for the Eureka murders. Judge Jeffrey Reed ruled that the possible jurors cannot be asked about the verdict or the sentence. The defense hoped to probe the issue as part of their argument concerning pretrial publicity and perhaps force a change of venue. But the judge ruled that there has been no evidence introduced linking Cunningham and Jackson. The process of selecting a jury could take the rest of the week to complete. Members of Allen County's Narcotics Task Force conducted a raid at a house on 4th Street in Lima. The result was the arrest of 41-year-old Gregory Jennings of Detroit. He's been charged with counts of trafficking in crack cocaine. The task force moved in around 1 today and seized a small amount of cash and drug paraphernalia. Undercover officers bought crack cocaine from the location at 124 East 4th Street.
A 5-year-old Lima girl is in good condition tonight after her bicycle was hit by a car last evening in South Lima. Police are still looking, though, for the driver of the car who left the scene of the mishap that injured Jalen Havecock. Police have recovered the car involved in the accident. Witnesses told them the car did not stop at Atlantic and Ohio at the accident. If you have any information, please notify the Lima police. Authorities are still trying to find out why a fire truck flipped over and crashed into a restaurant near Ohio State in Columbus last night. The fire department says 7 people, including 4 firefighters, were injured when the truck crashed into Patrick J's Grill just north of campus. The fire truck was responding to an alarm on campus. A surprise today for Knox County deputies who returned to their cruisers after pulling up pot plants from a cornfield. Their cars had been set on fire. An accelerant-sniffing dog will be brought in to see if the cars were intentionally torched. Damage to the cruisers is put at $70,000. A Lima woman has the go-ahead from a judge to proceed with a sexual harassment lawsuit against the Detroit Tigers. 37-year-old Lisa Kessner says members of the team began hitting on her when she started her job as a flight attendant on the team plane. U.S. District Judge Lawrence Zatkoff criticized the players for acting in a way that he says would be unacceptable to anyone else. He said the defendants have never denied the allegations. He did, though, dismiss 29 of the 30 complaints she made, but said the trial on the remaining charge could start August 1st.
Work will begin late this month on a road realignment project that will reposition the west end of Diller Road in American Township so it lines up with Beatty Road. Bids were awarded today by the American Township trustees to Bluffton Paving. Their bid of just under $112,000 was the lower of 2 submitted and 27% below the engineer's estimate. A traffic signal will be installed at the intersection when the project is complete. The target date for that is August 31st. Diller Road will be closed to traffic on and off during the construction project. Lima fire officials say a child playing with a lighter started a fire this afternoon at 703 Franklin. The blaze began in an upstairs bedroom around 2:15. Smoke damage is spread throughout the second floor of the home. No one was injured, but the fire did about $10,000 worth of damage. Still coming up tonight on the News Journal, Know Your Own History. After today, local Sertomians are up to date on that subject.
And tempted to spend some time in the summer sunshine, some local medical folks urge you to use good judgment. That story coming up.
only $649. And this People Lounger reclining sleeper sectional with massage, now $34.99, now just $23.99. Recliners buy one, get one free, and queen pillow top mattresses.
Class C is just at $89.9. Class A is at $69.9. Anniversary sale pricing and low interest rates make this the time to buy a Dave RVS RV Depot. Take I-75 X69 in Troy.
News closed caption brought to you by Warehouse Carpet One.
Stand by.
The buying power of over 1,400 stores nationwide.
Many people looking for an activity today that had air conditioning found it at the Allen County Museum, including the Lima Youth Sertoma Club. They got a quick tour of the museum while hearing about the museum's planned $6.5 million, 22,000 square foot expansion. The expansion will include a children and family area and room for larger exhibits, such as the Shea locomotive, bringing everything under one roof. 24.
We figure the master planning phase, which includes working with exhibit designers as well as architects, is going to take us about 3 months. During that time, initially, we're going to get some public feedback. We're going to ask people what they think, what they want to see, what they'd like to have happen here. And then we'll really get into the specifics. Once that's done, then we'll get into the final design work. So I feel reasonably certain that we're not looking at starting any construction for at least a year yet.
And folks still looking for rain.
We need rain pretty bad, and it looks like we are going to see that chance this week, but we're going to push that off a little bit further, more likely towards late Thursday into Friday.
Okay, we'll get to Tales from Jay coming up. And one thing that helps keep things a little cooler on hot days, shade from trees. Lima claims famous Tree City once again.
93%. Mammography can detect breast cancer 2 years before women with a doctor in the alone. At St. Rita's, we have the most up-to-date technology to diagnose breast cancer at its earliest stage. Our digital mammography, breast ultrasound, and dedicated MRI, as well as our minimally invasive biopsies, assure you that the odds are in your favor.
One can afford. Call or visit today at 4561 Elida Road.
Welcome back, everybody. We certainly had a warm day out there today, and it looks like tomorrow will be another warm one, actually downright hot with plenty of sunshine again. So tomorrow there is another ozone alert in effect, and these are the things that you are asked to do. Please don't mow your lawn until the evening hours. Don't fuel up until after 6 p.m. And if you are going to cook out, try to wait until later in the evening. At least don't cook out over charcoal. Now, temperatures outside today are in the 90s across all of west central Ohio. Currently 96 degrees in Paulding and Sydney, so they are the warm spots. 95 degrees in Gilboa, about 92 in Elida, 95 degrees over in Kenton, and right here in Lima we are sitting at 90 degrees. The barometer is now holding steady. The humidity is at 44%, and we don't have any wind out there, and that's one of those reasons that today was an ozone alert. We don't have light or any winds to mix up the air at all. Temperature high today was up to 90 degrees, and the low temperature this morning was down to 63 degrees, so pretty warm, but not quite. The hottest area in the region, up to 93 degrees this hour in Detroit, 90 in Columbus, and about 87 degrees over in Cleveland. You factor in the humidity, and it's even warmer outside. It feels like 97 degrees in Detroit, 94 right here in Lima, and about 92 degrees in Columbus, and it looks like the heat and humidity will continue to build across the area for tomorrow, so we are going to see another hot one out there. Taking a look at the satellite image then for tonight, we can see mainly sunshine across the area. Then this afternoon we did see those high thin clouds and the cumulus clouds build up across the area. Really not any rainfall across our area because there's an area of high pressure that's pretty much blocking that from occurring. But as you look off to the south and west, we do see some moisture beginning to stream in from the state of Texas, and on the backside of this high pressure system, we're going to see some of that cloud cover and some of that moisture begin to move into our area over the next couple of days. But it looks like our weather systems are going to be a little bit slower than originally thought, so it might take a little bit longer for some of that moisture to get in here. Now on tomorrow's weather map, we're going to see an area of high pressure off to our south, and again on the backside of that high pressure system, we're going to see a chance for some isolated to scattered thunderstorms across parts of southern Ohio. I think most of our area will be dry for tomorrow. Most of the action should stay off to our south. We can't rule out the slightest chance of a thunderstorm tomorrow, but again, I think most of that will be off to our south. Then towards Wednesday evening, a little bit better of a chance, and then on Thursday, we're going to see a decent chance for some showers and thunderstorms still scattered across the area, and what we're going to see is this front will be sneaking in from the north. That will be enhancing our chances for rainfall on Thursday night, and now it looks like this front probably won't come through until sometime on Friday, so Friday is looking like the wetter of the days this week. We were originally thinking Thursday was that day. It looks like Friday's going to be our best chance for rain this week. Tonight Tonight we'll see partly cloudy skies, warm and muggy with a low temperature down to 68 degrees. And then for tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Remember, we have that ozone alert in effect. High temperature all the way up to 92 degrees tomorrow. Slight chance of a thunderstorm, mainly south of Lima, though, tomorrow afternoon. Then tomorrow evening, we might see that chance for a thunderstorm to creep up to our area. Partly cloudy skies otherwise, low temperature down to 70 degrees. And then we have your 5-day forecast, which calls for more scattered thunderstorms, at least the chance on Thursday, temperatures in the upper 80s. The best chance again for rain showers this week will be on Friday. Temperatures will be held in the mid-80s with the cloud cover there. And at this point, I'm thinking drier conditions for Saturday and Sunday. But we'll exactly have to see where that front goes. And if it stalls out a little bit closer to our area, we might even see a chance for rain the weekend.
Okay, thanks, Jay.
You bet.
Well, the city of Lima has been named a Tree City once again. For the 14th consecutive year, Lima has been honored with the Tree City USA flag. Members from the VFW taught preschoolers from the Trinity Center about the flag and its importance.
And this is an honor given to teams by the Arbor Day Foundation. And it's an honor to have this as a city because there are certain requirements that are asked for by this foundation.
Some of those qualifications are planting trees, taking care of existing trees, and cleaning up tree debris. Each year the city qualifies, they are awarded a new flag.
Justin from Today with Sports and just in time for the men's city golf tournament.
That's right. Off to a good start today. Doug Wade, your defending champ, and he played well today.
All right, Justin will be back with more on that in a moment. And those with sporting blood may want to take a look at one area fair. The races start tonight. More on that story when we come back.
Morning, blood.
Just in time.
I don't know if you...
has the living room for you, in stock or custom order. So don't delay, head for say.
The company wants to ask for help, and a voice said no. And then added, this is a recorded message.
Those laughs are almost paying up.
30 seconds.
I'm as serious about payday as anybody. And when I need cash before getting there, I just call Cashland. And a friendly person pre-qualifies me for up to $500. I just walk in.
And carry out the big cash.
See Delphi today, on 5th Street, just east of Delphi's.
Good evening. We start with golf. Day one of the men's Lima City Golf Championship out at Lost Creek Country Club today. And of course, we here at TV 35 are proud as a peacock to be one of the co-sponsors of this year's tournament. Who writes this stuff anyway? Okay, now to the action ends. Defending Lima City champion Doug Wade, sure to be making some waves again this year. Here on number 11, a nice birdie from the Ohio State Buckeye. Playing well as usual, shot at 67 today. He was the medalist and will be the top seed heading into match play tomorrow. But Chad Gray, remember him? He won the city tournament a couple years ago. Here with the pretty birdie attempt on 12, just misses, but would tap in to say par. He fired a 73 today and advances to match play. Then on number 13, Luke Young with the long putt. It's heading toward the hole and rims the cup and will drop in. Nice read of the green by Young. On the same hole, Todd Burkholder gets a birdie putt of his own. Burkholder with a solid 71 today, good enough for the 5th seed. He faces Scott Staub tomorrow. And Doug Wade again, this time for eagle on 13, and drops it in. A nice hole for the foursome. Wade will take on Kendall House. Back on number 7, here is House, trying to keep pace as he gets the birdie to fall. House one of 3 guys with an 83 today. 2 of them survive. House one of them. And don't forget about last year's runner-up, Phil Trueblood, from the outstanding Shawnee class of 1998. After a nice approach shot, Phil taps in for birdie. And then the veteran Keith Armour on an eagle on number 13. It will hit the pin, and he would have to tap in for birdie. He fires a 73. And finally, Mitch Blackburn, the LCC alum and Dr. Pepper champ, a birdie on number 13. He finished with a 70.
It can absorb another home improvement store. We'll tell you more coming up.
Joel Mikes. Ready to all day SC. Is all day SC.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
That had a PR.
Yeah.
We had opening, you know,
Stock scandal. Alan Greenspan, the man who moves markets.
Spice it up.
Wall Street, but now, across the gas. The war on terror. New evidence that U.S.
No, go ahead.
No, I mean, you did all my show for me. You
And
people realize